Hello friends, this is Scott. In honor of the upcoming Thanksgiving, I thought I'd share a video with you of a rare sight in Utah, at least for me anyway. I've only seen wild turkeys a couple times, and this is the biggest flock I've ever seen, as close as I've ever gotten. Animal Kingdom, they don't appear to be the sharpest tools in the shed, but it was fun to see them. This looks like a whole flock of hens. I don't think there's any toms in here unless there's a young one or two. But it was neat. I actually flipped around to see these because we drove by them and they had stopped traffic, and I had to flip around just to get a good close-up of these because that's a unique experience for me. I don't see a lot of these. Other parts of the country, I think people have a lot of them. But anyway, let's get back to the video. So this is my second of the world's best firewood racks, and that's how much wood I have left on the rack. And it's not a lot, but it's time to empty this because I've chopped up a lot of elm down at the hobby farm. But as you see here, this wood is full of the borers. I mean, you see all the sawdust. So it's pretty amazing how many problems we have with insects in the wood environment nowadays. I don't have a lot of wood down here, so I'll have to bring some elm down in the future. But there's the empty rack, and this is why I call it the world's best firewood rack, because it's such a simple thing. You can make it any size you want. All you have to do is disassemble. And I've just got to move this down to the hobby farm, put whatever size 2x4s I want in here, put a couple screws on each side, and you have an instant rack. So it's a really simple, really easy rack. And here's the wood stacked back on my patio. And this is what I have left to burn this winter. And again, that's not going to last me. I like to burn wood. But yeah, there's at least a little bit there. And it's nice to rotate the wood. This wood's getting kind of old. So here we are, and I'm going to show you. I'm not going to do a whole video on how to install the rack because I already did that. But, just level the ground, and very simple. I'll install 2x4s into the rack, and here it looks. And then that first night when I got down to the hobby farm, I was able to chop a little bit of wood, but this wood is getting to be tough to chop. I've cherry-picked a lot of the easier ones, and this elm is really rough. I've done videos on how to chop elm and how hard it is, and I found it to be a lot harder when you get the twisted pieces. So I still have a few pieces on the end here that I can probably chop up pretty easily, but there's going to be some challenge in here. And yeah, it's all exercise, but man, I was pounding and pounding and pounding on these rounds, and I didn't want to do the wedges. I just wanted to use the maul. And yeah, I hit some of these stumps, like I don't know how many times before I got them to pop, but it's good exercise and it's kind of fun. Now you see the rack isn't all the way to the end. I have not put any screws in the end here. I just put that rack on the right side just to hold the 2x4s so that the wood could be stacked. And as I get into this wood and I move it, then I'll just extend the rack out and I'll screw in some other 2x4s and make it longer. So I think there's enough wood there to do the entire rack and have it full. I'll probably have about 2 cords. But anyway, it's a fun project, and I like to chop wood. I got called back to Salt Lake a little early, so I didn't get to finish that wood. I had hoped to finish it, but all in due time. I'm hoping to have some good weather so I can keep on swinging and get the wood rack all filled up. Well, thanks for watching this video, and if you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you.